What's up, guys? Welcome back to RPG, where I cope with reality by pretending it's a video game and I'm the main character. My name is Eric Jr., and today we're doing XB Share, which is where I share some of my experience in real time as I do whatever the fuck I be doing. So as you can see, I'm literally exporting what I'm hoping is the final export for this RPG Volume 1 album. And I'm really excited, but I'm also kind of like scared at the same time. And I just had a lot of thoughts in my head, so I was like, fuck it. I haven't done one of these in a while. Let me just see what I can, spit out. So yeah, I'm finishing the album right now. I woke up at like 5:30 a.m. today, and I don't have to work till 12:30. Right now, by the way, it's October 7th, 8:34 a.m., 2023. So, I don't know, I just have a good feeling that this album is going to change my life. I mean, I'm going to change my life, but, whatever, you get the point. And I just want to make sure I document as much of this side of it as possible, because once I make the shift and I, become who the world eventually knows me as, I'm never going to be able to go back, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to document as much of this as possible. Hopefully you guys can get some insight and just be like, damn, he was in the same place I was in. So yeah, I'm excited, but let's start from the music perspective. This is the best music I've ever fucking made, and it's so good, and I'm so happy. But part of me is I'm on this half and half thing, because I know if I had more time and I had more resources, I could make it better. But also, I know it's a very amazing product of its time. It's a very big like timestamp, and it's very real. It's like, yo, this is exactly where I was at. These are, the resources I feel like I really maximized as much as possible. And it's so good, but at the same time, it also scares me, because it's like, fuck, I know that because of how the algorithm works and because of how just becoming successful works in general, like, this isn't the album that's going to change my life. It's going to be this album plus all the work that goes behind it, plus probably having to put out another project after this, and like just, being undeniable. You can't just be undeniable. You don't become undeniable by dropping one classic mixtape, classic project. You have to keep hitting them over and over and over and over and over. So it's very possible that this album will just, get a little small local buzz, but that's it. And then no one in the world will hear it. And then I have to drop something else that's just as good, if not better. And definitely better. I'm going to drop something better. But I don't know, it's like this weird, I have this fear almost of like, damn, what if this is my peak, you know what I'm saying? I know it's not, because it's like, if I can make this while working full-time, taking care of my son, taking care of my family, and all the bullshit in my life, going through a custody battle, blah, 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 then when I have less of that, ideally, I should be able to make even better music because I have more time. But at the same time, the emotions and the rawness and the anger and the pain and the suffering and the joy that came, that came along with my life the past year and a half, 2 years, is why this album is as good as it is. Lyrically, emotionally, like just the feeling of it is very based in reality, in how much I hated my life at the time, how much I wanted to escape, how joyful it felt at certain moments when I was like super depressed for months on end, and then I finally kind of got out of it, and all this stuff is in this album, and it's like packaged up so tightly, 10 perfect tracks type shit. So I don't know, we'll see what the future holds. I'm excited. I know I can make better music, but I just know it's never going to be as raw as this project. This is like going to be I feel like this is going to be one of those mixtapes people go back to. They're like, yeah, I just wish you'd make something like that again. I could totally see that happening. But hey, it is what it is. I went through fucking hell to make this. Like, I literally went through hell and then made this album while I was in hell. So, and I'm still in hell. So that's what we'll segue to that part, which is like, I have to go to work at 12:30 in a couple hours, which just fucking sucks, because I just want to make content and make music. And I know if I just had more time, I could go crazy, bro. If I had full-time content creation right now, and I could just make 3 to 5 videos a day, post them shits, bro, give me 6 months, I'm out of here. Give me a year, I'm out of here. But the idea is, how can I do that while still maintaining everything else, right? Because it's never that easy. So, I accept the challenge. I'm excited to see myself grow, and excited to implement all the things that I've learned, discipline, relentlessness from Tim Grover, all that stuff, whatever. Let's not go into it now. It's too much. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, dude. And if you're going through something similar, just know I feel you, bro. I feel you. Like, I don't like living with my mom and my sister in this tiny ass apartment. I love my mom and my sister. I just hate having to live all cramped together. I want to, expand. I want to live in my own home. I want to have a fucking girlfriend who I can invite over, and we can just hang out and chill and watch anime and listen to music. I want to be able to create, a whole room for my son where we don't have to share a room together, and I can just have all his toys in this big ass yard, and he can just run around and stuff. I don't want to have to go to work where I have to, you know, pretend like I don't hate everybody around me because they're all mediocre and no one is as ambitious as I am. You know what I mean? I hate that I can't spend time with family and friends because I work 30 to 40 hours a week. So anytime I'm not at work, I have to be making content, making music, etc. And I know the grass is always greener, right? Like I'm gonna get to where I want to be and I'm still gonna have complaints. I'm gonna be like, oh, well, now I'm complaining about the fans, or now I'm complaining about this, or now I can't, blah, blah, blah. And people are asking me for money. Like there's always gonna be something to complain about, but I think from what I've researched, rich people problems are a lot better than poor people problems. So I bring on the rich people problems, you feel me? But yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks. It's like, you're happy at the same time because you're like, damn, I'm going through it. And there's a certain level of confidence that gets built up when you go through it. But for example, the other day I was making a freestyle video and I could have easily, if I didn't have to go pick up my son, who, by the way, Leon, you got me sick. I have a sore throat right now because of you. I fucking love you, but yeah, you got me sick right now. If I didn't have to pick up my son, I would have been able to finish the video on the same day. I would have been able to post it, probably made another video, you know what I'm saying? I love taking care of my son because it kind of releases a lot of the tension from being so caught up in this whole rat race and the success and all this stuff, and lets me just kind of, you know, pour my energy into something else that's not music and not my career. And I think there's something beautiful and not organic, I don't know what the word is, but there's something almost universal or godly that happens when you pour into something that is outside of you, that isn't just directly affecting you. You know what I mean? Like if I do my job correctly and my son, you know, becomes an amazing, successful person, that doesn't return to me in any way, shape, or form, like in a physical world. It's just a sense of satisfaction of knowing I'm doing the work. Like I don't care what happens. I don't care what happens to my son. Sounds crazy. I don't care what my son goes on to become, as long as he's happy, as long as, you know, he does well and he's doing okay in his life. That's what matters. But it's not about like, oh, if he doesn't become a rich person, then I failed. If he doesn't become blah, blah, blah. It's like I get satisfaction knowing that I'm just taking care of him, which is one of the few things I can genuinely say that with. You know what I mean? There's no return on investment for taking care of your child. It's just, you just take care of them. You know what I mean? And with music, with content, there's a return on investment. I am doing this video. I am doing music. I'm putting myself through hell and editing and researching and social media, you know, in order to get a return on investment. I want fans who love me and love my music and love my art and support me and give me money so I can live my life the way I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all a formulaic plan. But when it comes to him, it's just, I just get to pour into him, and that's where the joy comes from. So it's dope. But at the same time, I have to take those time away from doing this, which is, you know, what I really, really know is going to get my life to a certain level. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dang, I want to escape this hell, but there's so many factors that are slowing me down from escaping. But at the same time, I accept and I understand that a lot of those factors are important to have because they build me up into the person that will be able to sustain the success long term. Because if I had gotten what I had wanted maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago, I would have crashed and burned. Actually, I think I'm gonna make a song about that. I had like a line, something like that. I would have crashed and burned, something, whatever. And I wouldn't have been able to sustain it because I wasn't the person I needed to become. I wasn't the man I needed to become. So now it's like, damn, I'm really going through the trials and tribulations. I'm becoming that man. And it feels good knowing that I'm becoming that man. It just sucks having to actually go through it. So I guess that's what they mean when they say there's no shortcuts, you feel me? And that's pretty much really what that is. So yeah, I've been posting a lot more on social media lately. I mean, it's actually funny. If you look at the timeline of like my YouTube posts, especially, you'll see like kind of where my head was at in certain different ways, which is really cool. Cause like I did the XP share stuff when I was doing 75 Hard because I read the Russell Brunson book, Expert Secrets. And then once I stopped 75 Hard and I actually had more time to make better videos, I was like, okay, let me try doing this vlog style thing. And that's where the daily quest came about. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the daily quest to see what happens. But the thing is, doing the daily quest kept taking away from time to make music. And I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm slowing down the creation of my album to make content, but the content is based on the music, so I need to make the music first. I was like, okay, let me stop doing the daily quest, let me just focus on music. And then I did the music, but then I would get ideas and I would do freestyles, and I was like, fuck, I want to make music. I want to make videos, and I still want to put stuff out. So I would do some freestyles, and then it was still taking time away from the music, so I was like, fuck. But we still managed to finish it. I wasn't able to spend as much time as I wanted to. But now we're pretty much done with the album. I'm gonna listen to it now. I'm probably gonna go on a walk and then listen to it. If I make any changes, it's gonna be like the most minor tweaks, but it's pretty much done. I'm gonna make give myself that deadline, like, yo, you just finished it. It's done. It's done. You can't make it any better right now. It's done. Move on. And then from there, now I'll be able to focus 100% on content, which is really, really, really exciting. Cause like imagine I woke up at 5:30 a.m. today and I don't have to work till 12:30, I could have made so much content in this morning, you know what I mean, in this meantime type shit. And in the future, I'm definitely gonna start planning it around a lot better. I don't know. I'm not all the way there yet. Like, I know there's more optimization to be done. I know I'm not 100% where I need to be, but I'm getting there. And the fact that the album is done, which is the most difficult part, I feel like a lot of people make content, they make, you know, these social media stuff, but they don't have actually any substance behind it. So now it feels good knowing that, okay, boom, all it takes is one video to pop, one piece of content to pop. And once these people, I just got to create a funnel so that way they can dive into the content, dive into the music. And once you hear the album, it's an undeniably great album. That's the best part about it. There's no like, yeah, you know, he makes cool videos, his freestyles are dope, but the music isn't there. It's like, oh wow, I was just impressed by the social media stuff, but I didn't realize the music is the best part. Like, that's a very rare thing, and I have to remind myself of that. Alex Hormozy said, when it comes to business, one of the best phrases is, people don't need to learn more, they need reminders. And I just need to keep reminding myself that I have something most people don't. My music is fucking amazing. It's undeniably amazing. So I just have to make sure that whatever I put out gets people to go to the music as easily and seamlessly as possible, and let it spread from there organically. Since I can't afford to use advertisements, I cannot afford, like, I'm broke right now. I'm beyond broke. I think I checked my account. I have a screenshot of it. I have like $13 in my account before I got paid the other day. Just trash. And like thousands of dollars in debt from a bunch of different stuff. But I know that that in itself is actually a good thing, because it forces me to be creative. It forces me to narrow my my strategy, which is like, okay, instead of focusing on, oh, should I do paid ads? Should I do content? Should I do blah, 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 blah? It's like, dude, just do content. And that's where I'm at now. Content, 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 content. 3 to 5 videos a day. Don't think about it too much. Content. That's it. And we'll see what happens 6 months to a year from now. That's all I got, y'all. Peace.